No.
Welcome. Hey, another Tuesday. How's everybody doing, man? I was gonna say Wednesday.
Yeah,
Now
I
it's
don't know
Happy
what day it
Tuesday.
is.
Feels like it already.
2:30 p.m. We got Miss Candy in the house today, so she's closing out the month of. Damn it, I was gonna say June. Month of May. See, my mind is not there. Month of May. I'm excited about what's coming. Hey, I saw half of the movie already. Now we're in like 10, so I need another hour. Yesterday,
break?
yeah, but I was actually looking at it as how he was talking about it when we had him in the show.
Yeah.
Like actually pay attention to all of the different scenes and all of the things, and I was like, huh, okay. So I got to like, when we have him next time again, the understanding of me seeing the place different. You were in the movie too.
Oh, you saw me.
Yes. Are you
Did
coming
you
more?
recognize me?
Are you gonna come out more in the movie, or that was it?
No, that was basically it. My other scenes were cut
There.
for time.
It's all good. But have you seen a little bit of the movie yet? Mm-hmm. You saw the whole thing already?
Yeah.
Damn it, I haven't seen the whole thing. I went to watch Mortal Kombat yesterday, and then at night I was
Mortal
like,
Kombat?
yeah, it was a good movie. To me.
I'm not familiar with all the movies coming out these days.
Yeah, the Mortal
Lost
Kombat
tracks.
movie, it's you have to pay attention about if you play the games back when we were
Oh,
young.
yes.
Then
So-
you will understand it.
So what do you like? Does it have like
What?
all the characters that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have and the good storyline?
It had a good storyline, gory as hell, blood and everything. That's a lot of people don't like that, but
Gory?
one of my friends went to watch it. He said, when you watch it, pay attention as if you were playing a game. And I was like, oh, okay, now it
Yes.
makes sense.
Awesome.
But if you go watch it just to watch it, well, my friend invited me to go. He's like, I don't really like it. His mom said, I like the first one better. But that's because I went with that mindset on like the game style. And I was
Yeah.
like, pretty much it was like the game style. So I was
I
like,
love that. I've been wanting that for the movie.
yeah, but go watch it. I still haven't seen Michael. I want to go watch Michael.
Oh yeah, that would be good
They said Michael is good.
for sure.
And Star Wars. But we got off sidetracked. But welcome back to H-Town Unplugged, a.k.a. H-Town Unplugged Network. And like I said, we have Candy today. And we're going to talk about her story, the filming, a little bit about everything so you can know what she has been doing and if that's her real name. Because I guess somebody said that, right? Is that your real name? Candy?
Every day they say that.
They
to
say
me.
that?
Yes. And
Even myself, I want to say, but I looked at your Facebook and Instagram. I was like, no, it says
it says yes. That's my real name.
that's my real name. So I was
'Cause
like,
no one believes me.
I don't have to ask her anymore
And it's
because
spelled just like the stripper.
That
Candy.
one's like Candace, huh?
Yeah, not Candace.
Candace.
No.
How's your day been going?
Oh man, it's hectic. Coming off a holiday, and it feels like Monday's ugly stepsister, but we're here. So thanks for having me.
Oh no, definitely. I'm excited of like where we going, where is it going. Man, just knowing that having the show and having more restaurants and more entrepreneurs. Now we're gonna start adding I'm gonna have some kidpreneurs coming out as well.
Great.
The show, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna go DVA it, and then maybe at the end of this year trademark it. Man, I have a whole plan out already, man. I'm really like, God is telling me this is gonna get to the top, and we have Blue Barrel Tequila. Where is it? Oh, right here. I haven't drank it in the past 2 weeks, right?
What's wrong with you?
Psych, right? No, man.
It was a holiday. Of course you
No,
did.
I have it at home. I drank yesterday and the day before. It's like I have it in the fridge, so I take it off
Yeah,
and
you
I
gotta take a
look,
little
and
sip.
I'm like, I'm gonna take a little shot. And then my mom looks and is like, you know what? I want a shot too, because she loves the tequila as well. So it's like,
Contagious.
It's like a
yeah, it's
mouthwash.
contagious.
You can just mouthwash
Yeah.
before you go out.
Mouthwash.
It'll just
it was like late last night, and I was like, I took one shot, but just to relax, and I was like, okay, I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, it feels good, huh?
Yeah, sometimes it's not what people think and see me is like, oh, you drink a lot. No, I just love the tequila. It's just part of me, We're building together, and here in the next 10 years, who knows what's going to happen, but I know we're going to grow bigger and bigger. I mean, there's a lot more opportunities that later on we got to talk. We haven't talked in a bit. I
we
mean, I
need
just
to.
finished talking to Ryo right now.
So you
There's
got a new, what is that, a camera?
where? No.
See, where?
It's the
What is this?
teleprompter.
What are we looking at?
Well, where's the camera?
The camera is behind. I had time to change it, so I let me leave it there. The camera is behind it, but you can't see it because it's a
It's go
teleprompter.
through it.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay,
it's a
I can see
teleprompter.
through it. Okay,
So-
I see.
No.
I had a client and I had to do a teleprompter, so I was like, oh man, screw it, I don't have time to change it. So I was like, let's leave it like that. Anyways, we know that we know the camera is there and he's looking at us, so that's
well,
fine.
I was wondering. I hope it's a better filter, like makes me look good.
Yeah, and now it's like you cannot see it because when I do the teleprompter, I had to no light can come in the camera. So on the back, you don't see it. It has like a black thing. I had to close it.
Oh, okay.
So you cannot see it. So the video comes even more crispy, more better. So I'm like, hey, just utilize it and use it. So
It's crispy.
So how you been, Aaron?
Well, it's always a challenge.
Yeah.
You know, living on this planet Earth with these fleshly beings running around everywhere, doing whatever they want to do at any given moment, makes it hard to predict. Is that the answer you're looking for? Because this is a big, long one.
No. Because we haven't talked in a few.
So as I'm navigating through life, I'm enjoying it though. Yeah, I enjoy what I do, like always.
Oh yeah.
I love coming here and talking to people like Candy. Thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
You know, I'm real excited for what Candy's got going on, and I've been learning a lot about what she does. And we had Joe last time we were on this podcast, and she works really closely with him, and I'm starting to see that magic, you know, the movie magic happen in front of me before it ever gets to the actual film that we saw the other day, which was Rage, that came out. And we have a new film that's going to be coming up here soon, but we haven't filmed it yet.
Right.
So it starts production when?
So we start June 12th. We start
June
filming.
12th.
So we're looking for extras, people who want to be just in the background, just to see how it works. You know, when I started in this, that's all I wanted. I wanted to be an extra. I wanted to see all the movie magic and how it worked. And I moved from extra to a role to associate producer to executive producer. So y'all want in on any of it, start there. If you look good, we'll put you up front. Maybe give you some lines, and who knows where it goes from there. That's where I started.
Some lunch?
Right.
I thought I heard
What
lunch.
about you?
I thought I heard lunch. I'm hungry.
I was gonna say, you need
I'm
some
fasting, man. I've been fasting.
I have some fruit for you if you
I'm
want. I thought
fast,
we were gonna have a
man.
table.
I love in the life of fasting, waking up and just drinking a cup of coffee, and that's it.
And then going to bed with some Blue
And
Barrel.
then
Okay.
around, yeah, right. It helps. No, and you know that the tequila has its own thing that it can break down while you're sleeping. So it works out. We'll talk that for another day. But people
That's
were like, "You
cool.
crazy?" No, it does. Tequila,
Yeah,
man. You know
fasting
how
is important.
people back in the day they used to drink tequila. It was pretty much alcohol.
With their water.
Yes, and that will help them in their body.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure. I mean,
But people think now it's just drink it to
Moderation.
get drunk, right? No.
You know,
man.
the Bible talks about take a little wine for thy stomach's sake.
It does say
you
that.
know,
Yep.
So there is medicinal for it. But I just find it fascinating that while you're fasting, you can do that. Because if I was fasting and I did just a little, my stomach would just have holes in it.
Oh man. And it's hard because sometimes I'm like, yes, I don't want to do it, but I'm like, it works for me. So I'm like around this time that it's 3:30, that's when my body is like, okay, you need to eat.
Yeah, it's so important for discipline, for your body, and really spiritually too.
Oh yeah.
It raises
Oh
your
yeah.
vibration, and you can have your, however you want to say, have your prayers answered, manifest. That's why it works. 'Cause
Yep.
your body's not busy digesting. Now it can be busy creating.
Creating. Yes. Aaron, put your little mic a little bit up so we can hear you right. No, you can. And remember, it's magnetic, so you can take the magnet and put it here, and the mic itself.
I know. You gotta do some crazy stuff like ninja.
I want to make sure I hear you right. I'm like,
How about now?
yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Good. Can y'all hear me? So they didn't hear anything I just said?
No. Yeah, I mean, like, let's start again. So, Candy, let's start with you. So, I mean, the filming was this part of you, like in your
Yeah.
family? Did somebody in your family somehow was already doing some filming, and you're like, you wanted to follow that route, or?
No. I started following this path in junior high in AV class, audiovisual. And back then it was VHS tapes that we were mixing and fading into each other and putting music in the background. And
Did you have to cut tape ever?
no, we didn't cut tape. We just had a machine where you put two in there, and then there's a third one. And so you would fade one into the other and all these knobbies and put a Mariah Carey song
Now
in the
they know our
background.
ages, man. You telling our age.
Yeah, I am telling my age. But that's where it started was, well, we were making that. And then on the school TV, remember Channel 1?
Yes.
Well, they would
yes.
play our things that we would make. presentations. I think we did a presentation about the kids in the, oh my goodness, in the class where they're, you can't say the R word anymore, so mentally challenged class.
You
okay.
can say that word again.
Yeah, so they were mentally challenged, and so we did a little documentary on them, and I just remember watching that going, I made that. That is I'm on TV. That is the coolest thing. Like, I loved it from there on. It was photography since I was very, very little, but it moved into videography. And so from then on, I had my own little company when I was going to college, where I would film people's weddings and put them on DVDs for them with menus and put music backgrounds and effects. And I started filming my kids on camera and digitally editing it for them. Like, hey, we went to the beach. Now look at this movie I made about us going to the beach, you know? And so it just turned in from that to, I want to be on a real set. And so I found Joe actually on a Facebook ad for extras. And I was like, well, I'm going to just go see what's up. And he's like, can you read for me? And I was like, sure. And so I read, and he's like, you've never had acting classes. I said, no. He says, well, don't change anything. So he came back with the whole role for me on this script. So that's where.
So you've been knowing him from a while now.
Yeah, around 9 years.
9 years.
So what determined? So sometimes it's good to get acting classes. Sometimes it's not. What, to the audience out there, what would be your advice on that? Like
confidence. Some people have it natural. Like, some people can naturally sing. They never needed one lesson, and they can sing.
That's right.
Then there's some people who have to really work at their scales and you know, work at it. So I was cast in the first grade play. I beat all the little white girls in my rich white school. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to see if the people are listening, so you keep on going.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So I beat all the little white girls for Annie Oakley in the play, and it just taught me like that I was good. I was a good actress at first grade. So to me, it was very natural. It's so natural. And I'm like, I don't see what's hard about it. So much so that I was like, this isn't the hard part. Producing, that looks like the hard part. And plus, those people make the money. It's not the actors. Unless the actors are putting their own money into it, the producers are the ones who make the money.
And these are non-Hollywood actors, I would assume you're talking about.
Even still Hollywood, you know, the average actor in Hollywood makes $23,000 a year.
Dang.
They don't make much. You're talking the A-listers, sure.
Oh,
But they're also putting their own money back into it, and that's why they make. That's why you see under executive producer Steve Carell in The Office, you know. They're putting their money back. Instead of getting paid, they're giving it back for the end result. And so that's what I decided I wanted to do, was produce, and the challenge of making a set and creating. And so I'm not in rage a lot, but I am in rage a lot, you know. If you watch, like at the beginning, you know, those boxers are punching the smoke. I push the button on that smoke machine.
Hey, that's what I meant. You like,
You gotta do what you gotta do to make it happen.
You know what I mean? So, and when they look sweaty and they're dripping, that's me. I've sprayed them down. I have had to oil them up, you know. We get baby oil, and I'm the one who oils them up and then sprays them with the water, and then action, and then when they dry up, hold on, got to get more sweat. So I'm in it a lot. You just don't see me.
That's what I meant.
You know?
She pays attention to the continuity, is that correct?
Yes.
Of things, like, you know, if they're wearing a hat in one scene and then they cut to another scene, he's not wearing a hat at that moment.
Yeah.
A lot of that can be explained away through a storyline that could or not be there, maybe be there, but not spoken. But if some of them are really obvious, and that is to me, when you start to see that stuff, that's what I equate to a low budget, like low quality. You know, oh man, they still had the food out from the set that you know the crew was eating.
Yeah.
You could still see it in the background.
Which I can, because I know that it was there. But there was a scene. So when the boxer's brother, who's really funny, I'm sure he made you laugh like the whole movie. He is the comic relief. He gets beat up by his brother, and the hat backwards or forwards, because we had filmed another part of that a different day. We had to all sit and think, was this hat forwards or backwards? And I brought that up. And we had to have a meeting.
Should you not just take pictures at the very end of the day, maybe?
Right, but at the end of the day, but when he starts the scene, he could have just put it on this way or this way, and then comes back up again to finish the scene a few days later, put it on backwards. I was like, that doesn't feel right. Did you? And he's like, I don't know. So yeah, we have pictures of what they look like when we start, but but or like this right here. So I watch, and then the actor will go like this between takes or go get something, and then it's like this. I'm like, no, your hair was on the other side, so I have to tell her this way, stay that way, and I watch those things. Or you picked that up with your right hand, not your left hand. So I get to watch those things on the monitor while Joe watches the acting. That's his. He doesn't worry about anything like that, but the acting. I look at lighting as well. I look at focus. I kind of look at all of it while he can just focus on the message, the way he wants it said.
Yeah, because he wrote it, so.
Exactly. It's Elmore Vision. It's his vision. So I can't ever argue, and I never think that I can because I didn't write the script. It's just, how can I make what he sees come to life?
When y'all are filming, do y'all take it like I would imagine that every single scene is so jam packed with information that it's it's very, should I say, intentional, yes. But how intentional is it? Meaning, does every scene have to be done a certain way, certain angle, texture, the whole thing to convey a message that is way bigger than the message that's right on the screen and right in front of you?
No, not all of them. Some are very key. Some are, you need to put the accent on this word. Sometimes he gets that detailed. And other times it's like, all right, how do y'all think you should go? Okay, cool, let's set up the camera, let's shoot this. It's not that important, the information. Well, other times it's like, the way you say this to her, your eyes have to think. Show us that you're thinking. Like, look away, think while she's talking. Because you're the bad guy. And you're putting what she's saying. And later they're going to say, oh, he's the bad. That's why when she said that, you know what I'm saying? So there are some scenes, yes, that are very important to that storyline. And there are some where it's just like, girl, take your medicine. Just go take your medicine.
Because I seem to call that fluff. The really good movies out there don't have fluff. Every scene is very intentional for a specific purpose to drive the story forward.
It is to drive the story forward, but not all has to be so intentional and so precise with everything.
Okay.
But the main guy, Theo,
hurry.
he's just like my mind, Theo, because he's the older bald guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Theo. So I'm gonna finish that tonight.
Gabriel, yes.
It's a good movie.
He was a good actor. He's very. Yeah. Both boxers were very, very focused to the point where the younger boxer acted like that all the time. He was just quiet to himself all the time. And I'm like, this is a boring guy.
That's funny.
You don't love me. Back, I'm like, wow, he looks so good. And he really did a good job not being distracted on set because there's a lot of hot women.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on. Actors like to, what am I getting for lunch? Yeah. What am I, I'm the star.
Is she my lunch?
He was,
No, I saw all that. And especially when those views when she was like, do you really love me? You got me, I get a car and a house.
Oh, yeah. And she's a great actress. We've used her. If you watch more of our movies, she's in about 4 or 5 of our movies, and she's in our next one, too, because she's such a great actress.
Yeah, you can see that.
And she is focused, and she's very smart, and she is commercializing what she has.
Yeah,
as I would too if I were her.
Not only that I saw like the faces when she switched the faces to different scenes. I'm like, that matters too. Like she didn't keep the same composure. It was like this scene was for these.
And what's funny is if you see her in the first movie we had her in, you probably would see that, but she's grown, and that's what's cool about seeing a lot of our movies is you're like, oh, that actress was in that, but she's way better in this one. We see them grow, and that's really cool for us because we really audition no names, and then some have gone on to Hollywood and have done really, really big things, and so that's really. And then of course we have big names already on our movies. You saw Claudia Jordan; she's in that, and she's huge, and she just loves to come on set and just act, and not a problem. And it's just always a pleasure for the young actors to look at people like her and kind of learn from that, in acting.
Where do you see yourself now that you're more in deep on it? Are you still gonna focus on? Are you trying to be in more movies, or you want to focus on that producing side of it, like the smoke and stuff, or you want to come in? Because sometimes we want to be everywhere, but you're like, I'm really focused on this. So let me. Yeah,
I've done big roles in our movies, and it's harder to produce because you're in the makeup chair for an hour, then you're in hair. Meanwhile, Joe needs you to do this and this and this because they're filming, and I'm not next to him while they're filming another scene to help him. with continuity, with focus, anything like that. So I would rather be next to him. So I choose really small roles, so I can be like, oh, my mom can be like, that's my baby. You know, she's in the movie. But it's more important for me to be producer. And where I see myself in 10 years is really just doing this full time. That would be like my joy, is to do this full time, make 1 or 2 movies a year, work remotely during pre-production. Right now we're in pre-production, but that's just Zoom calls right now. So that's where I see myself, is just to continue to do this and make more money doing it.
That's good, because I know we all have like that 10-year gap, and we always got to think about today, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to give the best of today. Because sometimes we're like, oh, the future. And I'm like, forget that, man. God woke me up today. I got to do what I got to do today, because I don't even know if I drive right now, somebody crashes me, I'm done. I'm like, forget,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, just let me, right? And people don't like,
all the time.
people don't like to hear that. Like,
Man, I say it all the time.
They're like, why do, there's a friend that I
I thought
have.
2 blocks from here.
They're like, why do you
Don't
say
like
that?
it.
They're like,
Yeah, they think it's a negative thing. And I'm
it's
saying,
not.
No, you're first time that you just open up a can. But there's, you know, what's wrong with it? I mean, even death is a taboo thing sometimes, and I'm at the point now where that's like waking up.
Oh, I can't
from
wait.
being asleep, you know? So like, yeah. So when I say, hey, I always say this, well, let's have redundancy at work, because I don't know if some of my employees at work will be there, and they're like, why wouldn't they be there? I said, you don't know. You don't know. They could get hit by a meteorite at night while they're sleeping. You know, you make up. I used to always say that people, that's not going to happen. Okay, fine. He might get hit by a car tomorrow on the way to work. Wow,
Yeah.
dude, you're gonna
want
wish
me?
that on him?
I know,
Like,
that's
no,
No,
man,
we're not
dude,
wishing that.
dude.
It's reality.
It's reality. I'm just pointing out the possibilities of what can happen out there.
Well,
I mean,
they're showing you when it does happen, they won't be able to face it.
And that's
They're
the
gonna
other
go
part,
crazy.
you know. Like it's there's no expectation that we don't have tomorrow guaranteed.
Nope.
And that's what he's, you know. That's when you ask me
can.
how we're doing. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Regardless of the problems with the fleshly problems out there
Yeah.
that people deal with daily.
Yeah, I can walk today. I'm not in pain in a hospital pushing a button.
Right.
Yeah, we got both hands, we got both feet.
Absolutely. I
Shit.
can breathe.
This
I'm not
could
having
be the last
problems.
podcast I do.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
I mean, is that wrong to say?
Nope.
No.
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 I say that to myself
reality.
too. Yeah. So it's like that tells me people are sensitive. You know.
Oh yeah, they're sensitive. Like,
And-
I'm gonna give my flowers today. Fuck it.
Fuck
I'm
it.
like, shit,
Today.
man, today.
So let me expand on that.
Yeah.
Expand on that, because could you act?
Act?
Yeah,
Like
in a movie.
No, but I can try.
You can try.
Yeah.
Would you try?
Huh?
Would
I'll
you?
try.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people out there going, nah, I couldn't do
Nah.
it.
So
Couldn't do
many.
it. You can get hit by a truck tomorrow. I'll do it next week. No, you might get hit by a truck today. So
Yeah.
do it today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like them, like you're saying that is like, I'm gonna start my business. Nah, leave it for next year.
Yeah.
Let me get, no, forget next year.
Some people in their
just
40s
start right now.
That they said this in their 20s, and they're on their 40s going, one day. I'm
One
like,
day.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be me. That used to be me back in the day, in the 30s. One day I will do this. One day this. But
If you aren't there yet, then what are you waiting for?
Yeah,
You know,
and-
it's just like, and you're making moves. She's making moves. I'm
yeah,
making moves.
we all make them, and we have to make them, bro. And whoever, and like different people that you meet at their stage, not only at their stage, but at their chapter of their book, because they might be in chapter 10 and I'm in 2. And I'm like, I'm never, you know, I'm freaking happy that they're in chapter 10. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, he's making $50,000 a month. I'm not, and like, man, he already went through all the other shit. I'm cool with that, but
He
people
still
don't
has
see
problems.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
everybody
know?
has problems.
Get
Every
taxes
no,
on that.
and there's something that I was at the other location, and we hired a new person for Midtown, so she's helping the other lady for paperwork and stuff, and we got into a good conversation, and I told her, she saw me, I'm like, man, you're good, the energy, and I was like, because life is, I told her life is easy, and she was like, no, it's not, and I'm like, yes, it is. I'm like, God created us for life to be easy. This, what we see in this reality, it's what men make.
That's what makes it
For
hard.
make it hard, and then you making it hard. I don't think I can do this. Yes, who? I told her this. Who told you you start right now? And I just went, and
You're
I
meant
made
to
her
think,
day.
You're meant to think the way you're trying to get her to
Yes.
think, not the way we
Well,
are now.
And I made her day.
Gary-
And then I
There
make
you
my
go.
day.
See how much of a blessing that is. You know?
If she was in a hospital with broken legs and ribs, she would wish she could be where she is now.
Correct.
And you know what she would do is she would go full force. So let's all just get there, meditate in that state where
Yes.
what you would do if that, because that could be you someday, right?
Yeah.
And one day I'm going to be in a old folks home, sitting in a corner eating my pudding and I can't talk and have no friends. But you know what? I'm going to have a grin on my face because of the way I live today.
Yeah.
And the things I got to do today. Crazy things that you don't think you could ever do. Now, don't go rob a bank, all right? But hey, rob a bank. One day you'll be in the corner of an old folks home and you can have a grin. That's how I see things.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just do it. Just to say we did it. I used to sell life insurance, and when I would ask people if they want to buy life insurance, they would be like, well, if I do that, then I'll die. Like, that person will die. Like, what? People won't buy life insurance because they think, if I get it on my husband, then he'll die.
Yeah.
Like, what is
No, it's not. It's because
that's such a weird mentality.
I love that you said it was easy but complicated. We complicate it, and then you said something too that was just like, wait. At first I was like, wait, I don't understand, but now I totally understand. It's just like we take it too serious. Everything's too serious, right?
Yeah.
we can't take nothing serious. I mean, understandable. Yes, we gotta sign a deal or something. You gotta look, take that
serious
risk
to the point where you
to the
gotta eat.
point.
You
Yeah,
gotta eat
yeah,
to stay alive.
yeah.
That's serious, yes. But what you're gonna eat for the day, not so serious.
No. Like life itself is just like, let me do it. Let me jump on it.
Yeah, you're not eating through it too.
Take that
Oh my
risk.
God.
Oh, next month I wake up tomorrow, it's like, shit. I don't think it was the right. So at least I press I press the trigger to do it. It's okay. I'm
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I know people out there who are listening right now who are gonna go, oh my God.
I know,
yes, 'cause
I know,
She just
I
said
know.
it.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the hospital with a broken leg, you'd be wishing you could walk out here like us. and
Kidney
I'm gonna
stone?
look at this, like doing this.
Just
they
a kidney
like-
stone.
Yeah, just a
Woo.
canker sore. You got a canker sore in your mouth. You're sitting there going, man, I can't eat my pizza. And you're eating like this, to make sure it's not
Yeah.
touching. I've done that before and thinking my life sucks. On a canker sore,
Yeah.
man.
Perspective.
Perspective.
It
is
really will
everything.
cheer up your whole
it's
day. if
everything.
you-
But look, there's other.
that.
They don't have no feet, no hand,
Yeah.
and they're fucking making
And they're
things
playing the
happen.
guitar.
I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, they're going out there getting their water, their food, and
Yeah.
this and that, and I'm over here trying to sit down in the corner and complain. I'm like, what the? I'm like, right when you're like,
Yeah.
if he's doing or she's doing it, I mean, yes, everybody goes through their own life and stuff, but that's what God is telling me. Just because you don't got two hands and feet, that means that I'm not there with you, son. So I'm there with you. You gotta make shit happen. It's the same us. Like, I got my 2 feet. Yes, we all have problems and shit that happens to us, but I'm like, I still gotta move. I still gotta keep on going. It didn't work, so what? I mean, let me take that risk. Let me do both. Fuck it, I'll figure it out through the way. If it's not, I let one go and let the other one. That's why now I'm like, full throttle. I'm like, let's go. I'm like, I talked to God today. I was like, man, we're all in on the show. This shit's gonna go fantastic. I'm already seeing it. I'm like, but he's telling me, but you gotta keep on that stuff consistently. Not only consistently, logistically, make sure you do things right and do this left and right. And I'm like, look over here, like, is that my voice or is I'm like, I'm laughing, I'm like, but he's right. I'm like, he's right because I can't stop something that I already started. You can't. You cannot look back. It's like what Nydia said. She told me, and it's like, bro, there's no more looking back. You started something that I'm watching, and it's good. So you just focus and go after it. Who cares what other people don't see on you? And they're like, why are you doing this? They don't see the bigger vision. I already do. And
Right. So my question to you, Jesus, is because we're talking about film today.
Yes.
And stuff. And could you act? I asked you that question, but and you could. Well, now, do you think it would be a challenge for you to act, or would it be easy?
Nah, I think it's a challenge because what's his name? Neil, yeah. He, since I met him like 8-9 years, he always wanted to put me in a movie role back in the 8-9 years ago, and I said no.
See, we
I'm like,
could've
I'm
worked
scared.
together
And then
all this time.
I talked to him a few days, I
You've
think,
known Neil
and
all this
I
time?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and I told him, hey, put me in a role, but put me in a role where I'm doing what I'm doing, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
podcast. He's like, okay,
Sure.
let me work on that. Let me see what I can do.
Do you think it's because you would act natural?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that was
So,
natural.
but actors,
Yeah,
be put in any
But
situation that's not natural and make it look natural.
Right.
Right?
yeah.
That's a
So
challenge.
could you do that
Like act natural? Me?
in a non-natural? Okay, what I just said,
Yes,
right?
yes.
In natural form, yes.
Yes.
That's understandable.
Could you act like a president?
Yeah.
Damn,
Or a baseball player.
a baseball player.
Or-
Well, in a role, you have to make that happen.
But can you?
Can
And
you?
Damn, I don't even see myself.
Okay.
But-
okay.
but-
That's all right. I just wanted to know where Jesus
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Like if they put, like that's why I said to him no, because I don't see myself acting. I hate scripts and all that shit, bullshit, and memorizing. That's not me.
So
I don't like that.
So did you like to pretend when you were a kid?
Huh?
Did you ever pretend?
Pretend.
when you
Yeah,
played.
pretend to play like I was a firefighter or a
Yeah.
cop. Yeah, we all did that shit.
I think we all did. I think we all
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just want to know, but some people didn't stop, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that's
yeah.
me. Totally.
It's like, that's
That's
why
where I'm getting at.
when you're out there and you become an actor, because I have a friend, his name is, damn it, I can't forget his name. Sorry about that. You're probably watching.
Really good friend of
Yeah,
yours.
he's an
Yeah.
actor. I need to connect him because he has an agent and he does a lot of work. They send him to Austin, to all of the, and he's really good at acting. Tino, you probably know him. Tino,
I don't know
he's
that
from
name.
Houston, and he's been acting a long time, and he's working and doing his thing, and I love it because he's like. He works 12, 14 hours on his job. He don't go to sleep, and he goes straight to go. He's like his agent. Hey, you gotta be in Austin. And he's in Austin. He's like, hey, bro, I haven't slept. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love that because his passion of being like getting on
gotta-
top of
yeah,
that
you gotta do what you gotta
is
do.
like, I know I have a job in this, but this is what's gonna take me longer. And I don't care if I didn't sleep. Okay, I use the other days for my.
Oh.
And I'm like, when I see that, and I tell him, and I haven't talked to him maybe in a year or two, but I've been watching him, and I'm like, man, that's when you like, that's heart.
Yeah.
And then you see that, and I'm like, man, if he's doing it, it's the same with me. It's like, yes, I'm doing this, the business side of it, and I'm treating the H-Town Unplugged Network as the side hustle because I know I'm letting it grow. And I'm putting more attention to it because I know that's what's going to grow. And I love it. But that's what, me working with the AI and trying to, make it better. And it gets me excited because I'm like,
You're so good at it.
yeah, instead of me like, I leave that, and let me do something else. I'm like, no, it's Sunday, and I'm like, I'm in the computer. I gotta
Your
do it.
little claymation commercial was
Tho-
so cute. I love that better than the fake-looking people AI stuff. Your little cartoons, claymation, and the little road was made, and you could see where it was. It was so cute. I'm just giggling in bed watching it, and
And
it was
it
like, good
took,
for
man,
you.
that shit takes me time. People, when they see it, they think that I'm like, no, man, I'm sitting there. I don't like it. I'm going back and forth.
You know,
I'm like,
the crazy is you create these things and you send it to my messenger, and before I can even send it to Facebook, it's already like gone.
It's
Like,
already
like-
gone?
Yeah, it's like a
Already out
time,
there.
like a
on the stories, yes.
message is
'cause-
gonna explode in 10 minutes, you know. And I'm like, wait, let me get it to Facebook before you. Yeah.
and
it's
I
gone,
did
it's
it for a
gone.
reason because I wanted to make sure that I wanted to set apart from everybody else that is doing YouTube.
Yeah.
That everything that I'm doing, the guest of whoever's coming, I'm gonna turn them to be a caricature.
It's
the
cute.
the thumbnails are caricature, everything. So it's building. So the network, when everybody comes down and say, "Hey, I want to have my 3 o'clock. I want to be part of your network," and it's their stuff is gonna be the same way because if I turn it out to be not that way, then it's gonna be
It's gonna
different.
look the same,
Yep.
and yours doesn't, and that's what I like, that you're using AI, but not in a turn-off way.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a drawing, creative way, and even your little like caricatures. is
Man,
really,
that
really
one
good.
that I
The one
just-
you did of me, it was so cute. I wish I was that cute.
But and see, and I go back and forth. Like I do it and I tell them, and then it gives me something, and I was like, nope, that doesn't look like her.
Yeah.
And I get back and back, and sometimes it take a whole hour into like
yeah.
it depending. That's why when people say, "Oh yeah, 10 minutes," nope, you have to truly because he's an agent, so you gotta make sure that the prompt it's like not a prompt that you're just trying. No, it's a prompt that comes from you, from your heart, and you're explaining it to it, and then they're like, "I got it," and then he does it, and like, yes. And now that he got it, I'm like, I told him, don't do anything else. Make
Yeah.
sure that everything comes out that same way.
Yep.
And then
do the same
and it's
thing.
happening. And the thumbnail, and he created my landing page. My landing page, I looked at it, I was like, holy shit. I'm like, I will not be able to do that. Me, myself. I'm like, holy crap. Now I'm thinking bigger. I'm like, man, on the side part of it, I can help small businesses create a landing page for them for a taco truck or something. We're like, hey, $500 a month is a residual thing. But
Yeah.
because you already know to build the landing or page with somebody's gonna charge you $5,000, $10,000.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, now I can just
Crazy.
utilize it, have a little bit of information from that business, turn it around, boom. The only thing they gotta get their domain. That's it, and I just run it whenever I got a new plate, a new torta, a new picture. Send them to me, boom. Because I saw somebody here in Houston. He's like 20 years old. We're gonna have him here. I've been following him, and he worked in the construction company, and he figured that out. So now he's doing that. He call it WAS. It's like SaaS, like website digital things. So he creates websites for smaller businesses in Houston, and now he has
Wow.
a big ass house. He's 20 years old, but he saw that. He's like, I'm working in construction. I'm fucking working hard. Money's not there. My parents, I gotta help them now. He's like, he bought a Urus to his dad and stuff. So I'm like,
And he's not wearing his body
here.
out.
And he's not wearing, and he's young, but
Yeah.
he saw something, and then he brought a couple of his friends. His friends saw it, so now they have a team, and they're fucking killing. And they live in Houston.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna reach out and bring him here because he's a younger generation that other younger generations can see that from him. Be like, hey, if he's doing it, you can do it too, or you can go and work for him and learn the pathway. And I'm like, this is just it's endless, and that's why I said there's no excuse about it. Everything is endless now. Like whenever you focus, that's why I'm not trying to unfocus because my baby's the show. I see so many other things, and I'm like, but I'm like, you know what? Let me freaking focus and let me get all in. I already made my presentations for the founding fathers. I have the presentation for the people that want to become in the network, if they want to choose to be. I'm like, now I just got to sit down and show the presentations and see. And then I know I can. And then there's 8 billion people in the world, man. Come on. Like, there's like no way that it's not going to grow.
Oh, of course.
And it already is. I can see that. Everybody that we have in the YouTube, the subscribers, they're purely from Houston. The TikTok and the Instagram, everybody that is following is purely from Houston. And that's what I wanted. Remember we talked about? I don't want nobody
We haven't talked about it in a long time, and we don't need to right yet. But eventually in the future, we're hoping to gather enough people and put them on a networking platform with us that is the who's who of Houston. That's really what we want to create, like a core tribe of Houston. So if you're not part of that, you're nobody. I don't know. I can't say it like that.
No,
but,
no.
But you're the one that, y'all are the people that are influencing Houston and running Houston, besides the government, more than 50%, I would say. That's what we're kind of thinking.
Yeah.
The support, man.
That support Houston. Yeah, that drives it, that give jobs, that, do events, that bring purpose. That says to the world, we're Houston, and this product is Houston, and this is Houston. I mean, there's people out there that love Houston so much,
bro.
They create their businesses here.
Yeah.
And we're not a small town.
No.
We're in the United States, the greatest country in the world. Well, I don't know, that depends on who you ask.
In the best state in the world.
In the best state in the world.
Yes,
for sure.
Texas, yes.
And absolutely, and we're right at the top when it comes to a city as far as caliber goes.
Yeah.
We should be presenting the world all kinds of stuff, technology, which we are. You got Elon Musk here. You got space technology. You got robot and AI technology here. That's rivaling, the Silicon Valley area right now.
Yeah.
And we got movie production coming back to
Yes,
to Texas. We got a product called Blue Barrel Tequila, a tequila from the best place where tequila is made, Jalisco, the Highlands of Jalisco, and that is a Houston brand.
Yay!
So we understand what it's like to be at the top echelon of a business owner in Houston, a big city. It's time to take advantage of this. This podcast is H-Town Unplugged. This is a big deal. We're at Vive Realty. Vive Realty is a big part of Houston.
Yeah.
Jesus himself is a big part of Houston. I myself am also born here, a native Houstonian. Went away to Michigan for a while, but came back as soon as I got the chance, as quickly as possible. So
you got your degree.
Pretty much.
He got the check, and he's like, I'm going to Texas.
There was no work up there in Michigan. Let me tell you, I was in Detroit, and
it's cold over
there,
too.
2008, around that area.
When that happened? Oh, man.
There's nothing there. So come here, and I find out that Houston is where I'm supposed to be. I was born here, but didn't realize I was supposed to come back to it. But here we are. Now we're talking about on a podcast in Houston, talking about a Houston product, talking about Houston-made movies.
Yes. All of ours are
filming.
I'm 12 or 13 movies in. Joe's about 18.
Are all those movies here in Texas?
Yeah, all of mine, yes. Yeah, I think I've done 13, part of 13 productions and 1 music video, all here in Houston, filmed.
Man.
And we do try to. In my first movie I did with Joe, the bridges that have the LED lights At night, they change colors.
59.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, downtown, go to 59 South.
Oh, yes, I know which one.
Yeah, so we
Yes.
filmed under those in the middle of the night because it just looks so cool.
Huh.
We dropped off a dead body on the side of the road, but it just looks cool and it's very Houston.
Yes.
And another one of our films, we're at one of the hotels downtown, and one of those carriages came by, and they let the couple in the movie who's having a date at the restaurant, we just filmed them B-roll in that Houstonian thing, you know, the downtown carriage, blue. We really try to put the soul of Houston into our movies.
I love
we
that,
filmed
yeah.
Rage in Greenspoint, at Greenspoint Mall, which is shut down.
Yep.
There's that boxing studio you see.
Yes.
Right where it is, right? You see Greenspoint in the background. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
And so we really try to, and I think this next one, you know, it's going to be the streets, the grimy streets of Houston you'll get to see. Because we're going to have some pimps.
Oh.
We're gonna have some girls on the street.
I give me the
and-
pimp.
You know what? I do have a role for you.
Hey,
A perfect
come here.
role for you. We need a DJ at a mansion party.
Oh.
There
And all
we
you
go.
have to do is put your headphones
Put your
on.
headphones, yeah.
No lines. You just act
There
like
he
you're pushing
goes.
buttons and go like this. I think you can do that.
Yeah. The pimp DJ. I'm putting my own script.
I love that you're getting all these movies out and it's Houston based, and like you said, Greenspoint's a big part of the scenery, you know, and where Houston's going in the next 10 years, we talk about it often on the show.
Bro.
I mean, you know, we're a big city in the world, but
World
we're gonna
Cup's
be
coming here.
We have a lot going on.
16 days World Cup is going to
Oh
be
my
here, bro.
goodness.
That's just the World Cup.
I don't
I'm not
even
talking
believe
about
it.
the long term stuff.
No,
Yeah,
the
that's
long
just
term,
just
yeah.
now. But
Are we ready for that with all? I
No,
was driving down there
Houston-
in downtown, and there's still like
East
some
downtown?
lanes that are closed off
Yeah,
for
yeah.
construction.
whoever's
I'm
in charge
"How
of
are we
East
gonna do this?"
Downtown, Chartres Road, or whatever you call it, get your stuff in order. You got 16 days? Seriously? Yikes. You're not going to get that done. You're not
And
gonna get
there's
that done.
rain coming this week, so they need to
Hurry.
they need to finish it, and then they gotta test it out. That the TVs for the people
Started
that
these street projects on Edo like last month.
they,
Why?
that's what my
Why?
mom asked me. It's like, what the hell are they doing it at the last freaking minute?
Oh.
It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make no sense. But this is something big that people from Europe are coming.
The world.
The world are
called
coming
World
here
Cup.
to watch the thing. It's like
We're talking.
we should have
like-
been working that shit since last year. If we wouldn't,
Yeah.
if they knew that it was coming here since last year,
Yeah.
I'm like, let's start.
Well, let's go ahead and start because we're supposed to have him on the show,
Mm-hmm.
King's Court. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. King's Court.
is putting on some massive events coming down the pipeline for the World Cup. I mean, they're trying to make a little centralized headquarters or hub there for all of the.
That's where they're
fans.
doing it. Yeah, and the fan,
They're
you know.
Right. I mean, it's right in the central
Yep.
heart of everything, and it's called King's Court. We're actually going there today to talk to the owner, but
With Jay.
with Jay.
He's cool. I
as a
like
matter
him.
of fact. And so shout out to Jay and to Eddie and Giovanni out there. But yeah, it's going to be a big deal for
It's a lot, bro.
Houston, for several businesses and business owners here.
But when you mentioned in the long run, I follow a real estate guy that he always does like 3D stuff, and he like knows what's coming. Like he really pays attention, like what's building in Houston. And I'm like, whoa! Like they're making little mini cities, like 15-minute city, where they create like just like River Oaks and their own apartment where you don't have to go nowhere. It's just like I go walk here, walk there. That
Like city center.
in a way, it's not really good if you think about it in the conspiracy side, because now they want you to, okay, it's 15-minute cities, you don't go nowhere, like I'm controlling you because you live here. Like I always think about it in the bigger say, right? But I'm
I
like,
need that because
but
that
I know
means
I
less
know
traffic.
I'm
Y'all
like,
stay there.
I don't even need a car no
Makes
more.
sense.
Like I don't need a car. I can walk here. I can
Yeah.
walk there. I mean, Uber's there. I mean, you are gonna have freaking Elon Musk cars over here sooner or later. So
We do. I see them, and families love it because they can just go downstairs to the little greens with the kids, and you see that like in city center, or in
River Oaks as
yeah,
well.
all these little kids in the greens, and I think for young families, I think it's a great.
Oh, and then that it's opening up. I think in the summer in Frisco, Texas. That Disney.
Or what?
They're opening at Disney. I think it's opening on June or July. They're almost finishing it up.
Where?
In Frisco, Texas. They're bringing it. They've been working on that since a long. People don't know.
I've heard stuff years ago.
I haven't heard anything about it.
But they're finishing.
But there was
it.
New Caney's where they were talking about doing it a while ago.
No, now this Frisco, Texas, they were working on it. I've been looking at it and.
Wow.
and-
Where's
and-
Frisco?
Dallas,
That's
north
what,
of Dallas.
So I thought you were talking about Epic City.
Oh, no.
You know about that?
No, is that something else?
You don't know about Epic City?
Epic City?
Is that the wall?
No, is he
Muslim-built city?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Muslim?
come on.
Where?
Oh, but here in Houston or?
It's in Mesquite,
Mhm.
Texas. All right,
Oh,
last time I heard,
Mesquite, Texas. Okay.
which is in Dallas,
Yeah, yeah,
like the east side, I believe.
yeah.
A whole city's being made called Epic City. I mean, I assume I'm getting this
That's-
right. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but
Yeah.
Epic City is a Muslim with Sharia law, fully
In Texas?
and you can have many wives. I mean, you're talking about
Oh,
polygamy.
whoa.
Yeah, you're
I
talking,
Owning
didn't-
them if
talking
they
Sharia
look
law.
good.
You're talking.
Yeah.
Well, the world we live in right now, man, anything.
So what
is-
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crop dust bacon all over that city. I'm gonna get rich enough so we can just have bacon falling from the sky every week.
Don't talk about food, I'm hungry. You said bacon and it popped in my mind. Like,
His mouth is watering now.
yes.
You can kill your wife with rocks
Oh,
for looking
man.
at a man, but don't eat bacon.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And then it's called Epic City.
Epic
That
City.
is crazy. And I
supposed to
believe it,
be-
man. Everything that we're living on right now is just nuts, right? I mean, but I love it that Houston is going to keep on growing. A lot of things are happening. I mean, we see the roads whenever they get to finish, but if you have the mindset of the business side and, oh, man, there's opening sites. How can we? There's more new restaurants. As the old restaurants are closing, new restaurants are opening. And they're seeing the way, like, okay, I'm not going to open it the same way as the old one. We need to be creative. We need to do this. I need to have an influencer, like, actually working in here. Now it's like you need to add things that you're seeing in 2026.
It's tough. It's tough to open up a bar or restaurant right now.
Yep.
A lot less people are going out and drinking. A lot less people are going out and eating. The gas prices are too high. There's a war going on.
Oh, yeah.
And the price of everything is,
Everything's going up.
well, you got a tip.
Oh,
on
you
top
have
of
to.
it. So
Yeah.
you're gonna go out just for even just happy hour. You got to think
You
by
gotta tip.
yourself minimum $50.
It
Yeah.
Minimum
used to be when we were kids.
20.
Like, you go out to dinner, and I remember when it was optional to give
Yeah.
a tip.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes. Yes.
It's not even, no, it's not an option
If you
anymore.
don't want spit in your food.
Yeah. Well, first they have what's called, like, I don't know, a surcharge or something like that. They have a credit card charge. They have a dine-in charge. They have the tip 18% already built in, and then you got tax on top of that. It's just little
Double.
by little by little, and then the cost of the food because of the tax, cost of gas, and insurance on top of that to even own a business. The liability stuff that happened 40 years ago, which brought up all the lawyers of today, which are flooding everything. If you don't notice, all the billboards are nothing but
Yeah,
lawyer
you see that?
advertisements.
Lawyer advertisement.
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
What does that say about the society we live in and why we're living, why everything's so expensive right now? Because everyone has to pay high interest rates because of litigation, because of liabilities, and everything I just mentioned on those 5 things. And you're getting to the point where $50 may not be enough to go out to dinner.
Hell
and
no.
I'm really kind of weirded about this because I went out yesterday and got milk, cookies, milk, cookies. Shoot, I'm trying Clearly Canadian, a 4-pack, and there's something else, and I can't remember, but it cost $25, and I'm sitting there going,
Just a few things.
when I go to a restaurant, when you consider the food portion of all, considering how much time it took to cook it and the preparation and stuff, it's actually not a bad deal, but it's still too expensive. So
Yep.
it's a good deal, but it's too expensive. That's a bad combination.
Yes.
That means, you can't even go to the grocery store. You're going to pay about the same amount as you're going to pay at the restaurant. The difference is your time to cook it versus already prepared for you.
And clean it. And clean.
And clean.
Good and clean.
Yeah, you're right, because I went to Walmart. I didn't even buy anything. I just bought, like, the necessities, like toothpaste and, like you said, a couple of things. Whoop,
It's way too much money. $35.
6
Yeah.
things in the back.
It
I was
used
like,
to be
Sickening.
you go out to dinner because you had money and it was a plus.
Yeah.
Now I'm not sure anymore.
yeah.
The restaurants is such a hard business, but as much as I think that, then we go into some of these restaurants that are serving Blue Barrel, and they are packed full. And I'm like, what do y'all all do for a living? Because I don't get to do this.
So I noticed there's some major differences between one place we do a tasting and another,
Okay.
where it is a line out the door for hours and hours and
Yes,
hours.
those
Where the other one
mamacitas.
shut down early because they just didn't have enough people. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what, there's something, one's doing that, the other's not.
And there,
Yeah.
yep.
I could say it, but I can't say it in an open forum like this
Yeah.
because I don't want to say names and put people under.
Oh no, and
But,
it's always people like the people that know how to run a restaurant is like you gotta have that truthfully people skills on it to make sure that it runs like it needs to run.
And good food.
Correct.
Yes, and good food. But sometimes even with the good food, because I remember when I used to work at the restaurant and it started going a little bit bad, and I started seeing that the owners is like, hey, I'm changing where we're getting the food, we're switching it to here. And even at that way, the clients would tell me, hey, the meat's different. And I don't like to lie. So I'm like, no, I told them we actually changed. And they will tell me why. And then I would start telling them because it got expensive and this and that. And I was like, and I will ask them, will you still be coming in here? And they're like, oh, yeah, I know that it changed. But they understood it. And not only that, because it was because of the waiters that we got to work and got to believe, they got to see we were just human, like we were part of family, so they will come back. But when you don't have that, you don't have the whole community working together as a team, people are not going to come back. And I see it when I go out, and you see it. You go out to eat.
If you're going to open up a restaurant here in Houston, you better have it up to your A game.
Yes.
The time, all the time. I'm talking, this is I know you got New York, you got Chicago,
Yes.
LA, places like that. But I'm sorry. I've been to all those places. I've eaten those places. I haven't gone to every place. But I'm telling you, it is severe challenging here to open up a restaurant and to be competitive. Because there's so much competition, good restaurants. Houston just does not get its recognition
no. And you
when
find
it comes to restaurants.
taco trucks that is better than a restaurant. You're like, damn, they got it. I'm like, I'm going to come back.
Yeah.
And the way they
And
treat you. Or they're like, hey, I some of them, this is what I like. They're like, you order 3 or 4 tacos, and they're like, hey, I threw in 2 tacos because I see that you're new. That's what I meant. Like, I'm going to treat you. Oh, yeah, it's my first time. You giving me 2 tacos? Yeah, man, don't worry about the drink. I got it. So I took it off of your check, you know. And like that, I see that when I go to some of these, and they do that to me. I'm like, dude, you're going somewhere. Because you don't have to. They know in their head, they're like, I might lose a couple of, but I'm gaining him. He's going to come back. He's going to tell his friend, his family.
That's the way all businesses should be, is creating a purpose.
But they don't do it. They don't want to do it. Especially the ones that have been there for 12, 15 years. And those are the ones that are like, we can't make it anymore. Either we're going to shut down, what do we change? And you know what you need to change, but they don't want to make that change.
Right.
And sometimes it doesn't have to be, they don't have to be about putting more money. It's about how can we, utilize what we're doing now? Like, what is changing, right?
Let me tell you something on that, too. Look, we go do our tastings of tequila. And I've learned some things recently. I'm a new owner of tequila last year, so it's like trying to figure out things. And people like to take our tequila and put it in their margaritas. No problem. But if a margarita sucks, you might think my tequila sucks too. It's just like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. It's going to be straight up, here's our tequila, not mixed with something of their should I say, premix or whatever they got going on, because it might not be good. It might actually deservice what I'm trying to do. People won't understand the quality of our tequila because it's masked by this sugary, soury, nasty tasting kind of mix. Now, people like, I'll say people have done it right. HB, for example.
Yeah, I know. I love them, man. Shout out to them.
Shout out to HB, my boy out there, because he took our tequila and enhanced it with his mix.
And we already drank it. And it's really good.
He's so far away from where I live. Otherwise, I'd be there all the time.
I know. I went a couple of times again, but that's because I got to be good friends now with
Pepe.
We're gonna do more. They want to do more stuff. They're amazing, bro. I told them they're like family now, and their food is fucking good.
So
like
good.
I told them straight up, bro. I tried this and that, and I said I want to try that to see if it's actually. And I said, bro, I don't have anything to say about it.
Not only does HB Mexican Kitchen have great food, quality food, and everything, but they have the H-Town.
Bro.
They encompass what we're trying to do here.
And they treat it, because when I was there with Giovanni, and then when I went by myself, man, Pepinis, I was asking, going out of the table, hey, you good? Did the waiter? That's what I meant. Yep. Like, that's why he's the manager in there. That's why.
And they're gonna go a long way.
I'm like,
and probably further.
His dad on the back too.
He's young and hungry.
They hired new people for the back, and I was like, dude, I saw it. I was looking at it, and I'm like, that's why people are here. That's why they're leaving, coming back, because they feel like family. You want to feel that way, because the prices are so high that, like, if I'm gonna sit down, if they're gonna treat me right, I'm gonna leave a good ass tip. I know it's expensive, but
Yep.
I'm gonna leave it a
Yep.
good ass tip. Now, me myself, I understand that like, shit, I don't have the money to go to a restaurant, and I won't go because I know that I have to leave a tip. So those are the times that, you know what, I'm just gonna go to Whataburger and get, because I love Whataburger. I don't have to leave no tip because I just don't want to cook.
Right.
But if like in my mind as I gotta go to a Mexican restaurant or any type of restaurant, I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna spend this, but okay,
You need to call your CPA.
yes.
So,
Right.
right. And you know, and I want to extend that out. You know, right now people may not be going to many restaurants or bars, and or you know, you can buy a tequila at Specs, for example. You know, you look. We're talking about something where you can go watch Rage for free right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
on
man.
Tubi, I think.
It's at Tubi. You can still
And,
buy it. It's
you don't
$7.99.
have to pay any money for that. There's a Houston-based product right now. As a matter of fact, if you watch it for free, they still make money. So go support.
Yeah.
Watch it while drinking Blue Barrel.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. And if you don't like the ads and stuff like that, because it's ads
It's
on
time
the
for a
Tubi.
shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for a
Right, it
shot. I'm looking over there and like, did it get dark or is it just me? Because I left my
It's
windows
about
open.
the rain, probably.
Because I left my windows open.
Of your car?
Yeah, because today was hot.
But you're under the thing, right? What's this?
That's the Blue Barrel tequila. He said shot.
Yeah.
She was saying every time the commercial comes, you're supposed to take a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have a gift for you before you take yours.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm missing one. Oh, I'm going to pour in here.
You see it, though. Show the camera.
Look at that, guys. Blue Barrel tequila shot. Man, I don't even want to take it home because my mom is gonna take it from me. She's gonna be like, yeah, Blue Barrel. But you know what? I am gonna take it so they can all use it and then I can do some videos at home as well.
There you go.
These are the first ever
All right,
made.
guys, I'm gonna pour it in here so we can take that first shot. All right, guys, because we need to take a little.
To H-Town.
The H-Town Unplugged.
Salucita.
Salucita.
Mmm. I'm telling you, bro. I sit down like this and I take a shot and I'm like, now I'm like, am I actually taking a shot of Blue Barrel?
Is it water?
and the taste is there.
It always amazes me.
And like I said, I tested myself this weekend. And I was like, okay, I have Blue Barrel. I have 1800 in there. I had like 5 different tequilas in there. And I took a shot of all of the other ones and I was like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, the last one, Blue Barrel. And then I took it. I was like, I didn't make no face. And I'm like, man, I wasted all that money in those damn tequilas. They're
That's what you
still
do
there,
when you
right?
Come over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know. They're here.
But not me.
Take the 1800. Forget that. No, the Blue Barrel is in the fridge.
Yeah.
I got I got the Blue Barrel and then a whiskey on the fridge because I love whiskey. There's a whiskey.
What's the whiskey?
It's a Irish whiskey.
Ooh, yummy.
Ooh.
Really, I wanted
Which
in
one?
an event. I'm not even gonna throw the. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you.
Okay.
I went to an event and how cool is this? I called it. I went into that event and said, I look at that whiskey bottle. I said, I'm taking that today, and I said, purely committed. I'm taking that today. They called the name and I was like, it was the last thing, and I want the damn Irish whiskey bottle, and I was like, that's not when you see that
Manifesting.
you manifest it. I think, and
Yeah.
it's true when
Yeah.
you manifest something, but you truthfully believe on it, you're gonna
yeah.
get it.
I did. I won 4 tickets to an Astros game the other day.
Oh,
in,
man.
Sure
in a
did.
raffle.
Can you believe that I have never been to an Astros game? Yeah,
I
gotta
don't
take me.
believe that.
We gotta
come
go.
on.
You
call
gotta.
this H-Town Unplugged.
I know, but
You
we
need to plug in,
need
sir.
to plug in, man.
You need to bring
I've been to
someone.
the Rockets, to all of them, but no Astros. All my brothers have been. That's what my
right.
brother said. Dude, I need to take you to the damn Astros.
like,
Because I always
wow.
tell him when he goes, I don't want to sit down there for 4 hours of the game. He's like, bro.
Well,
why
when they changed the time clock,
Yeah.
the game is so much faster, and I like it better. But used to be, you'd be there forever. But now that they have that time
No,
clock.
but he
it's
said
better.
that. Forget the 4 hours. The intense of the people there, bro. It's like 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? And I love intense. I love like, yeah. So he's like, bro. And he's a quiet one. He's not like me. So I'm like, if he can take it and imagine me, I think
That's
I'm
all
going to
beer.
come back. Let's
It's all
go.
beer.
I'm like, let's go.
We're actually filming coming up. We're filming in 2 restaurants here in town, and one of them is the Grove downtown.
Oh,
During the World Cup, we'll be
Huh.
filming at the Grove.
Yeah, during the
that's-
World Cup.
and
That's
I was-
right.
it's
Was that
parking.
intentioned to do that?
No, not intentioned,
Because
but
you could totally use the crowd to your advantage.
sure.
That's true.
And, it's a beautiful spot up high, looking down, and hopefully we get some of those shots of the people. But the parking is what scares me. When I go down there, I love to valet at the Grove anyways, even if I'm going to a Rockets game. I like to valet there. So hopefully they have their valet. But shout out to the Grove. And also we'll be filming it the first night, the Olive Tree. And maybe we can pitch them some Blue Barrel while you're there. Because
Right on.
this guy's going to be in that scene. He'll be acting for us.
Yes.
As
It's my debut after about 10 years of not acting.
whole new
You
different
need
guy.
to put him as playing the guitar or something.
Oh, I know.
He's thing.
He's going to be like Illuminati Houston,
Illuminati.
Yeah.
With the Mason chain. You gotta have your chain. Mason.
Well, I don't know.
No,
I
they're
have no
not out
idea.
there like that. They're pretty inconspicuous,
Okay.
They dress the part, they wear the rings, they have the cigar and the whiskey, right?
Yeah. And
Cigar.
going back to the World Cup, I mean, it seems like an opportunity if you're
Bro.
going to, to get certain scenes that you wouldn't get otherwise in Houston.
Yeah, the
Like,
background, the
that's
flags.
Yeah, tons.
They're going to be all decorated downtown.
Yeah.
I noticed that when movies do things during Mardi Gras and they take advantage of that in New
Oh, yeah.
Orleans, for
That's
example,
true.
I like
That's
that
true.
kind of
Mardi
stuff.
Gras.
But I'm not making the movie. I'm just going to be acting in it as an actor.
Yeah.
I'm one of the characters, and I just read the script the other night, sort of. We're scanning through it, especially my parts. And I have some things to remember, of course. But, when it comes to acting, you just put yourself in the situation, and you don't have to memorize your lines. You just
Yeah.
become the person, and
Become
that naturally,
that.
you get in
Yeah.
the conversation.
Yeah.
And why do people try to remember lines when if they're saying, so you're late, and your line is supposed to be, well, I got caught in traffic, and he said, so you're late, and you're like, well, I was caught in traffic. I'm in Houston now.
It's the idea, and I love that Joe is not a stickler for every word. Some directors are every word, whatever it says, but he's not. He's like, get the idea across.
Yeah.
You know?
The
That's
only
good.
problem with me, look, and I don't know how far you want me to go with it, but I'm a method actor, where I get deep into it to the point where it scares people.
Yeah, don't be mean to me.
No, not that way.
Not that way. He's like, not that way.
Like if my
He has
kids,
to be mean.
if my kids saw me acting, they'd probably cry because they would go, "That's not my dad."
That's
I
not my
it's
dad.
just I
Yeah.
get deep into the character, and if it's an evil character, I can act it. That's not a good thing. Like, how can you act so evil and it's so
It's just-
believable?
it's just a
And you're
character.
an evil person, and I'm like, that's what scares me. Is that part? Actually, you've heard of this kind of stuff, and I hope you don't mind me speaking about it. But it was a guy that played the Joker, I believe.
Oh, yes.
He was a method actor, and he got so deep into it, he killed himself. What was his name? I can't remember his name right now, but
Keith Ledger.
Keith Ledger.
There
There
it
he
is.
goes.
Ledger.
Yes.
Heath Ledger, and that was the first time I've heard of it before, but it was one of those things where
And that was like,
I could totally be that kind of person and get in that mental psychiness where that's kind of, it's not the reason why I quit acting, but it's one of the reasons why I was like, I'm already acting every single day just to make sure that I don't have the resting, what do they call it, resting bitch face or whatever.
No.
But just me thinking. This is my thinking face. It's like something stinks, right? Like when I look at my face. But I'm just thinking, like
I'm
something
just
wrong with
thinking.
Aaron. No, nothing's wrong with me. I'm just, but that's my thinking face, and it's just like I have to act when I'm thinking that I don't have that face. Think of it like that. So I have to act every single day.
Every single day.
Otherwise,
Well,
people
we
are
all do, right?
constantly going to be like, something wrong with Aaron.
Something's wrong with
I have
Aaron.
to sit there and go, not smiling because it looks creepy, but nothing else, maintain, and just a look on my face that I have to mentally think about almost daily. Did you know that?
Yes, of course. Like
About
I
me.
say, about you, I figured because I've seen that face of yours, and I was like, is something wrong? Like, what
there's
happened?
totally nothing wrong.
And you're like, no, I'm just thinking. I'm like, okay. So if that's him thinking, then he's always making sure he has that mask up.
Correct.
I'm thinking that everything is fine.
Every meeting, I'm sitting there going, I hope they're not taking offense by what I'm
I'm
saying.
Right, it's just me.
Right.
I'm being myself, and the weird part was I am being myself.
Yeah.
It's just it's just I think on my face where
It's intentional
yeah.
muscle
Yeah, it's intentional
control.
muscle control. That's it. It has nothing to do with
There
the
he
thoughts or
goes.
heart. It's
Yeah.
simply I'm trying to convey to the next person that they're safe around me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Muscle control. That's true.
Because a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, and everyone, I don't care if I've been enemies. I don't think I have any enemies, but out there, they would think otherwise, right? I hate her, kind of thing, because they're misunderstanding me deeply. And the acting side of it really comes through. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. So yeah, I've worked with actors who stay in character, like I said, with the boxers. They pretty much stayed in character. But there was a bad guy in that movie who stayed bad, and he was a friend of mine. And off screen, off
Did it affect him?
set, he thought he could talk to me the way he was talking to people on set.
No way.
And it ended our friendship. So it's like he was way too into his character. That's like,
That's what I consider.
how dare you
I'm gonna say
talk to me like that?
That's a quarter bit psychotic.
It's
Yeah.
method, right? Because
It
remember
is.
Jim Carrey
Yes.
when he played Andy.
Andy, yeah, I know you're
Andy
from the moon, Man Behind the Moon, or what? Man in the Moon.
Yeah. He
Andy
stayed
Kaufman.
in it.
Andy
Kaufman.
Kaufman.
He stayed in it the whole production, and so some
That's
people have
crazy.
See,
to.
that's a weird thing with him.
But to disrespect a friend and
No,
talk
no,
to it
then
like, he was supposed to another person on set as he did, and so it's like, wow. So I think the challenge would be, yes, be good at acting, but learn how to get out of it.
Learn
I
how
think
to
that's
get
the
out of
challenge.
it. That's it. And
you know?
I've never been pushed that level.
Yeah. And maybe it's the character too, because if it's a nice, bubbly, funny character, like stay in it. That's good.
That's
Everyone
good.
likes you.
That's
Everyone
good.
likes you.
This
know?
is why typically actors I have a hard time respecting, and I hate to say that because I was an actor at one point, and it's just because what they do is so fake. If that makes sense.
It's so what?
It's so fake.
Fake.
Fake. It's just all fake. It's just
Yes.
you got good skills for acting, but what that does out behind the camera, outside the camera,
Yeah.
it's kind of creepy. It's almost like,
It-
am I seeing the real that person, or is this
Oh,
the fake
yeah. Yeah.
person? You'll never know if they're a
You
good
never
actor.
know. Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
when I was dating, I quit telling men right off that I was an actress, because when I would, I thought it'd be impressive. Like,
They think
so are
drama,
you
don't
just
they?
acting like you like me right now?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, no, I'm not getting paid. There's no cameras.
There's a camera.
But then they got all insecure, like, I think you're just acting. Nice. It's like,
But then
so I
there's,
quit telling people.
then there's method actors who don't get out of it, like you just said, even off the camera. So
I had
It's
no role
nuts, man.
at that time. Like, why? I'm just eating a meal, having fun, but and so telling people that they think you're fake. And what's so funny is the funny guy in the movie, Phil Wade, who I've worked with a lot of movies,
Wasn't
and
even
he's
trying,
so
was he?
funny in it. But when it's like cut, break time, he's the quietest in the corner. He's not hamming it up for everybody. He's a naturally funny guy, but he'll just, hey Candy, how you doing? It's like, how do you? He can switch it. Okay, action.
That's
And it's like we laugh so much when he acts, because then when he stops, he just kind of quiet and sits down. It's like,
when
where
you
did
have
that guy
both,
go?
That's crazy.
Like, it's so creepy to watch him go from very smart, serious guy to entertainer, makes you laugh with everything he does. And so
That's
he
his
can
gift.
get out of it.
when you act, are you being more of yourself when you
Yes.
act?
Yeah, definitely. Or like in bars when I played a prisoner, back in my day when I lived in California when I was a teenager, and I was a little chola. And so I was a little street chola with the straight bangs,
remember that,
and the
yeah.
big jerseys, and
Big
hung around
pants.
the Mexicans and orale, say, I just tapped into what I was then.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it's me, but I'm acting also tough, so much that all the production crew would just laugh when I would act, because they were like, that's so not
so not-
you, but I'm like, what are you looking at, eh? What? And they just, because they're like, that's not you, Candy. But it was me. So
That's crazy.
For me, I think I'm gonna have to tone it down when I act, simply because
don't.
Yeah.
No, because I'm very in
Ah,
nature,
in
natural,
nature,
just
yes.
and it feels
Let
like
it drop.
Too much on camera, maybe. I don't know.
What we like to start off with people doing that and tone them down. It's harder to make them go up.
Ah,
Okay.
gotcha.
Because we work so hard to be like, more anger. And then they'll do it the exact same way 5 times. And Joe'll be like, more anger, yell. And it's the same way, and they can't get there. We would
Wow.
rather someone who's there and just tone you back just a little.
bit
So
down.
much easier to direct.
Well, then, thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Since it's coming up.
She's
like,
giving you some
Flip
tips.
tables.
in like
Yeah.
2 weeks.
WWE style. Who's gonna pick who? Ah, blah.
You know, it's funny. I'm going to go out and say this, and this is giving a little way of how I tend to run my day-to-day in business. It's like there's expectations that people put on you when you're doing business out in the everyday, day-to-day thing. And I noticed, and I'm trying to flip the leaf right now on this, because it used to be that I thought that, and it's true, people do have expectations. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I had to fit those expectations. Mm. And so when something came up, if I'm the boss of my company and something came up, I remember thinking when I was working for somebody else, if something went down, I would want my boss to be upset so they could handle it. And if they didn't, it tells me they didn't care enough to even handle it, you know. And I was wrong about that, because then when in my own businesses things would go wrong, I'd be like, well, they want me to be tough, so I'll be tough. And it made me act tough when I didn't, you know, or act angry when I necessarily wasn't angry. But I needed results. I needed an outcome and a result. And me just going, hey, can you please just get this done? And it didn't work. Yeah. When I say, get this done, or else. And all of a sudden it got done. You know,
like with kids too.
Yeah, same thing with kids. And it's like, true. At the end of the day, I go home to my house and I take off that Machiavellian mask and just go, you know, and I just go, dude, I really didn't want to do that today. Why does the world make me want to do it? You know, it's like, can I do it differently? And the answer is yes. So now the leaf I'm turning these days, and this is only, I'm talking less than 2 years old of me trying it, is that no, you don't care what their expectations are. Just be you and do you. I'm not going to act a certain way and put the stress level way up on me simply because you need me to be that. I am now at the point where, let's see how they react. If no reaction is what it is, and let them think whatever they're going to think. Yep. And deal with that. Stop trying to direct it in a way because they expect something from your reaction. That's true. And I say all that because I was acting a lot in the past. And I use those acting skills to try to gain how should I say it, favor from the people I employed, you know, when really I just need to be myself and just be direct. Don't need to explain myself, and that's a whole other thing that I've learned and have to come over.
Well, the thing is, like I said, you have to do that with kids, you know. You tell, hey, don't forget to clean your room. They don't hear you. You have to kind of get upset, right? Those kids grew up to work for you. So it's nothing to do with you, but their parents programmed them, and there is a deprogramming where how I've dealt with my kids and people that I deal with is I say something and, hey, I already said this, so I'm going to change direction now. And they're like, what? You didn't get upset, though. Where's the upset? Where's the build-up? Right. They want the build-up. And what do you mean? You're like with my kids. Okay, give me your phone. You don't have it for... What?
You didn't give me a chance to...
I told you to do the dishes. But what...
I didn't have to say it loud.
Right. They learned, I programmed them very early where I just said it once. You heard me because you said, okay, I will do it later. Great. It's nighttime. It's not done. Give me your phone. You don't have it tonight. And there was no blow up. And if we can train people that that's who we are, I think they'll get there. But they've had their whole life of their parents doing that. I'm going to count to 3. Okay, so now I'm going to keep doing this till she
I got
counts
3
to 3.
seconds.
Right, and I never did that with my kid. Never counted. It was one time, and then, you know, that's it. Or, you got to go in the crib. You don't get to play. You know, there is a consequence. But, man, that's what we're dealing with is these people who their parents counted to 10. And that has nothing to do with you. Right. You know?
Right. Well, that's
There's your psychology lesson for today.
That is. We do. We talk about that stuff here, Candy.
Okay,
because it's all about spirits, spirituality, I guess you could say. It's all about spirits and spirituality.
It's spirits.
It's all about...
not that kind of spirit, boy!
It's about real life. It's about the heart. It's about the mental
health.
Mental health and the struggle we have here on this planet Earth. And people are always probably wondering why I keep calling it planet Earth, because there's a real reason for it. But I'm not going to... That's a whole nother... That should be a 4-hour episode.
This dense planet.
Right.
Dense,
we're in the hardest... Or what they call Earth School there is, according to God's way of doing things. I think we're all here to learn something so that we can better ourselves when we get to the next
step. Yeah.
The next step is after death, of course. And I spent my whole life going back to spiritual right now. I've spent my whole life in the church of my dad, not understanding why people are so in this lifetime spending their entire life like my dad. Let's say committing to God for his entire life, his career. And what I learned from my family and my dad and the church and everything growing up was, this life doesn't matter. It's the one after this life. And I was totally like, but this is life. Death is death. There's nothing's blackness after that, or maybe heaven, what they say. But we're in it right now, and these people are wasting their lives learning, or not learning, getting prepared for after death. It sounded insane to me. I'm sure people are out there going, yeah, I still don't get it. Keep searching, because you'll find it, that when you dig deep enough, you're going to start finding out that we're just asleep. This is a dream we are in.
Yeah.
When we die, we wake up from that dream. Imagine that. You woke up from a dream last night. To go into this reality, that's what death is spiritually when we die. Maybe more so. The reality I've heard is more real times infinite amounts than this is right now, when I can touch it, feel it, and talk and interact. You know, and
interdimensional. We can't do that right now. We're in this.
So might as well have fun.
Might as well have fun, but learn.
Yeah.
You're here to learn.
Yeah, you're here to learn.
Have
yeah.
fun.
Learn from that fun. Be
Don't
an
take it too
extra
serious.
in one of my movies.
There you go.
So
Don't take it
it's
serious.
tinyurl.com/gutter2extras to fill out a form to be an extra.
Well, she beat us to the punch here, but
Yeah.
that's it. We're
Just
gonna
have
we're gonna get to that at the end, but hey, you're gonna hear it twice now.
Yes,
so,
you will.
Yes.
And I say all that to say, she does this because she doesn't take life so serious to where, you know, look, she's making her career a play.
Yeah.
It's a play. That's a form of playing.
Yep.
We're playing in this world. I'm playing through my businesses. We're on a podcast
Yes.
right now. This is playing. It's serving a purpose, hopefully to you guys.
Yes.
Serving a purpose for us. And, you know, this is business, yes, but it's playing. It's earth playing.
It's earth
and
playing.
we are, a lot of people are out there going, speak for yourself. You think you guys got it figured out, which we don't.
No.
But we're happy.
We're happy.
I'm happy
Yeah,
in
man. If you're
not
my
happy,
thought process.
That's it.
My thought process makes me happy, so find a thought process that makes you happy
That's
if it's
simple.
not ours.
She
Yeah,
took it.
just
She ends my sentences, and that's great because she's
Sorry.
right on. No, she's right on point. I'm encouraging you.
Okay.
Not that you're interrupting me.
I'm interruptive.
No.
I'm so sorry.
That's not what that's not what I meant by saying.
I know I am. I know I am, though.
It's not
That's my
that.
problem.
It's that she ends the sentences, and it ends the sentences perfectly. I can say it better, and because it's not that we talked to her and said, you're going to say this and end my sentences, right? No, it's an understanding we both understand, so we're able to finish each other's sentences. That's the point. She understands so deeply that I don't have to finish. She's got it.
Yeah, I love being on set, and when it gets intense and serious, you know, I can always look at Joe and go, we're just playing adult pretend.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all we're doing.
That's all we're doing.
We don't even see the movie. When you're on set, it's today, we have this problem, this person's late, they didn't bring the guns, we have no
Oh,
guns on set,
man.
and we need to find guns for this scene, and we're losing light, and it's like so stressful, and sometimes I cry. I've cried on set. I had to go away and meditate and cry and get
Come
away
back.
from myself, and then come back and be like, we're just playing adult pretend.
Yeah.
That's what's so silly.
Yeah.
Is these guys come into a studio and bang, 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 and then cut. Okay, hey, I know it does, but you have to show a recoil. Okay, can you do that with a recoil? Oh, yeah, sure,
Duh.
great, right? And let's make it better pretend.
What's even more asinine about this is as she was complaining about things that aren't going on set, as you're pretending about things that are happening in the world, which are surrounded by the struggles. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a story. You got to have conflict. You got to have this. You got
All
to do
of
this.
it.
And y'all all glued to the TV watching this as if your life isn't creating enough drama itself. It's because you're detached yourself and watching someone else's drama, but it's still drama.
Yeah.
And, you know, so it's kind of
It's
funny.
entertainment. You get the dopamine hits.
Yes.
You know, when good things happen, when the good guy wins. That's what we're doing. Is we're creating a feeling in you, and that's what is our passion. Is we're creating feeling. We're creating thoughts. Like, that was kind of crazy what they did
Y'all
that.
get to point out all the bad and good parts about humanity. That's what movies does. Music does some, but the movies really take it to, you know, a level to where they can show the worst part of humanity or
Yeah.
the very, very best. And I'd say most movies tend to go into that direction of kind of a closing and a end. I'm sorry, opening and an end or closing that kind of wraps up in a bow to say, what was this about?
Yeah.
All of it should be about humanity. All
Absolutely.
of it.
That's
Theo
true.
has another family in this movie. And when you realize he's going to see his kids and this other woman while he has a good wife at home, you're like, this is crazy. This is humanity. these are things that happen.
That are happening.
And in the
Yes.
end-
Yeah.
And in the end, it comes together beautifully.
Yeah.
It's a great. He made this ending beautiful, but that's humanity. Is that these things happen, and how do you deal with it? And people talk about it. I could never with that, blah, blah, blah. And other people be like, I can kind of see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It starts conversation.
When you create movies, you're creating situations that force you to deal with the situations.
Right.
When real life, that's the same thing. You could sit here, Jesus, in this office for the next 72 hours and let the world play out like it does. Whether you controlled it or not, it don't
That's
matter.
true.
And you know what's funny is that the only time anything matters that you control is when you get outside this room.
Yes, I don't know.
Like the windows being down.
Yeah.
That's true, because like you ever been sick for a few days and you come back and the world is still going.
Yeah, it's
War
not
is still
stopping.
going. Deficit is still going.
But somehow
Without you,
we all think, look, for example, I'm watching movies or even in real life, and this happened just the other day, and I couldn't tell you what's happening because real life is more stranger than any fiction, I can tell you, where you have a homeless person, you just see them, like 3 homeless people, or looked homeless, and then a prostitute, and then some old man and some child and 4 cops, and you're going, what could possibly
What's
be
happening here?
happening here? And there's
Where's
no
the cameras?
Yeah. And and then there's like a scooter in the 30 feet up in the air in some branch on the tree, and you're kind of going, does that have a part of this story? Because I want to know this story.
I want to know.
You know what I mean? And maybe the prostitute is a transvestite to boot. So it's just like just add that twist to it, and then you can start to go, this is real life. The only way this became real life is that every single player that was on that street today had to get out from where they were and have a meeting of some sort, whether they intentionally or not. And something happened that caused the police to come, and there's a scooter up there.
Yeah.
It's a story that created itself because people got out of their beds and actually
Yeah.
went to life.
Yeah.
If we didn't do that, there would be no stories.
There would be
So
no
when
story.
people are complaining about the hardness of the life and the suffering that we have to go through, the hardships, it's because you got out of bed today and you did something. Otherwise, nothing would happen. There would be no point to life. It would be boring, actually.
you can't find the lessons that
There's
way.
no lessons. You're going to die and go to God, and He's going to say, what did you learn on school earth?
Nothing.
You did nothing. You played video games all day and watched TV and never came out of your basement? So what did you learn? You learned what not to do in building relationships, let's say.
Yeah.
That's the lesson, I
Then
guess.
he sends you back to Earth.
He
Yeah.
sends you back to earth, maybe. You know?
All the lessons are through
Absolutely.
relationships too. That's what's crazy.
Get back to Earth and live
And
the
this is where
miserable
the
life.
discussion, I don't want to take the discussion down there, but you just said it. We're not people going, wait a second, Christians. There's no reincarnation. You can't be sent back to earth. Well, I'm not so sure. I mean,
Yeah.
our Savior got reincarnated, so it's not outside the realm
It's
of
not outside the realm.
possibilities.
Well,
Yeah.
why in Revelation is Moses and Elisha in the streets? Tell me about that.
And then who was it that God took him without him dying? He just took him away.
Lazarus?
Was it? I don't know.
Well, there's
who
one
was
where
that.
he came back. He
No,
conquered
Enoch.
death.
Enoch.
Yeah, he took him without dying.
Enoch,
Yeah,
that
he
too.
didn't die. He was alive. He just took him.
He's living as far as I know.
Wizard of Oz, his ass. Zoom.
And then brought him back like nothing happened.
I'm telling you. So when people say that, I think they're stuck in their narrow-mindedness.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't say in that book, it's as if God is in the book of the Bible we're talking about, and that's it. Outside those pages, he doesn't exist. I'm going, man, you just put God into a book, and that's the boundaries you gave him. You gave him.
You're right.
Whoa.
That's the boundaries
You're
of the
in
soul.
his boundary.
That's never going to be boundaries on the soul. And I used to not believe in that, but the more you study the soul and the afterlife and the accounts of people there, and I saw my grandmother when I went to that site, and she told me it's not your time, countless, then how can the soul not keep living and growing
It keeps on leaving.
through these lessons?
How can it not? Aren't you
And
energy?
We're energy, exactly. Our body, maybe not.
No,
I think
yeah,
we
it's
get to
just flesh.
choose coming back in different bodies. So that's another thing is what if you're the most racist person, but the last life you were that race? That's what's silly.
Yeah.
That's the lesson is I was so bad to that race, and now I have to be that race to learn that was the soul lesson. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. When it's
I can
time
go in
for
further.
us, that's when we will know, like, what's,
We'll be like, oh.
But I'm not coming back.
But you notice on these
I'm
near-death experiences, they always say this is they say the same thing we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
You know, they say the Earth is a school,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
hardest school there is.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough, right, guys? It's tough. I know it is. We all know it is. But dang, if we're happy in this toughness, you have to redefine what hard is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
what is hard to you? I'm telling you, to the NFL football athlete compared to the grandma knitting a sock somewhere, what's hard?
What's hard?
Can you go catch a ball and score a touchdown and get tackled? No, that's way too hard, according to you. To that guy in the NFL, that's not a big deal. So when you look at the pains come from the hardness. But okay, so let's start with the hardness. Does that even exist? Does pain even exist?
Right.
Except for what's in our minds of what we conceive as like electrical impulses from touching. It's just something that you thought up. It's not real.
Yeah.
This phone's real. This water's real. Pain is abstract.
Well-
Are y'all feel me? I know y'all are.
Pain comes from an inner suffering of I want that life. I don't have that. I want that life. Now I'm miserable and I'm mad.
Is that real?
That's
And
not real.
I want to know if y'all think that's real. Because your emotions are real. You know, if I come to you and say, hey, and I kicked you on the shin, and you said, that hurt. I'd be like, that's not real. Your emotion didn't matter. That's not going to go over well.
No.
So,
Especially when you hurt right after I punch you, you know?
right. So, pain is real or not is the question. It's your perception that matters.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that matters.
And we create pain, like I say, through
Hey, you can find
wanting something that you don't have, or
you
It's
got
just
people
you.
who like that pain.
they like it.
Yeah.
They're hypochondriacs. Like, oh, my tummy hurts more than it really does. You know, yeah.
You're manifesting.
Well, you can. You definitely
You can.
So,
Because like me
Oh.
not being sick for 2 years, like why my mom, my brother got sick and then they would get real sick and I live right there and I'm skipping. Like I said last time I told my mom, I got really sick and I skipped it. And I got really sick and I skipped it. Why?
'Cause
Why?
of
Why did I?
Barrel
Why?
tequila.
No, that was even before.
so
Blue Barrel.
when people come to me and ask me for business, how do you do that and this and that? I got to learn something from scratch. I got to come from finances. I got to learn this and it's gonna be real painful. I got to realize. I got to learn. It's painful. And I'm sitting there going, you know, how do you do it? And you realize you start to go into it and you redefine pain. If your pain is you got to get up tomorrow at 8 o'clock to go do something you don't want to do because it takes away from your video game stuff. That's your level of pain. That's your definition of pain. Think about that. That's your definition of pain is not playing video games.
That's true.
To someone who play video games, they're going, that's the pain? That doesn't exist to him.
Yeah, to the guy in the hospital bed, for 5 years who can't get up, they're laugh at you. That's pain? I got
Right.
a morphine button.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
And then we have the victimhood mentality people out there,
Yeah.
right? They like to stay in this whole, because they think they get a treatment from it. That's special and favored for them.
For them. Yeah.
What they get is the small stuff, the crumbs, because they're like, they need the crumbs. They need the crumbs. They don't need the steak. They need the crumbs because they're happy with the crumbs.
And that's how you get crumbs.
That's how you get crumbs.
I'm
And you don't only
offended.
get crumbs when you're a victim.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
I'm a victim of you now. Tell me you're sorry.
Then you want the steak though, right? Stop being a victimhood and come up here and eat the steak with me. That means you can't complain. And if anything, you're giving the crumbs to other people going, these are just crumbs, here you can have them. That's what you want anyway.
Or you want to come all the way over here with the
Sympathy.
gold steak.
You
Forget the steak. You want to come over here?
See,
next-
it's all a mind.
Yeah, it's a
jarring,
mine. Yeah.
my next
simple thing.
my next tattoo is gonna say you can't be a victim and a king on the same throne.
Man.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm not really getting a tattoo.
So which
but
one
that
are
is
you,
my
right?
that is my life. As I feel offended and I'm in traffic, I'm like, you blah blah blah, and I'm like, I'm not his victim. I can't be a king in this moment. If you've offended me so much that I've cussed at you now, come back. I'm the king. Have a great day. See you later. I know you're in a hurry. I'm not. That happened to me today.
If we had a mic drop. now
That's
at a
a
time.
mic drop. Yeah. That's why I'm like that. And that's true. Like now when we're driving, I don't get mad. Like traffic.
Yeah, I don't either.
And this and that.
I'll
And
yell
there's
at
a
them, though,
point
sometimes.
when they're like, that old mindset of Jesus wants to come in and I stop myself. I'm like,
It's just fun sometimes.
I'm like,
what are you, slow?
I'm still getting to my B place. Yes, I'm running late, but
So
I'm,
Hope
Yeah.
Houston's
And
listening.
that's my fault. I say, you know what?
That's my fault.
I'm
It's
late.
my
That
choice.
is not your fault. You do you.
it was your choice. It's like,
Here's another part.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, going on that too, because if you're in a hurry, everyone's gonna be slower than you.
Everyone.
yeah.
So therefore, everyone you
Yes.
get in front of is going, "You're doing this on purpose."
Yeah. But
Like
it's
he
your fault
knows.
for being late.
But it's my fault for being late. I'm the one that's in a hurry. He might be going the speed limit, and I'm thinking he's going too slow intentionally because he's trying to hold me up.
Yeah. And now you're a victim.
Now
And
you're a
now
victim.
you can't be a king and manifest because you can't manifest in victimhood because being in victimhood is one of the lowest vibrations you can be in.
So Houston,
big,
yeah, that's right.
low. That's true what you said, because that person that it's so, not especially, not only Houston, but everywhere, they will follow you, find you, and shoot you and kill you.
Yep.
That's it, and you gone. And you didn't do anything. You had your best of the best of your life, and you gone.
Dude, a guy just wouldn't move. He was in the middle of the street. Didn't have blinkers on, nothing. He was just sitting there. There's no one in front of him. And it wasn't just a little while. It was a long while. I was very patient until I honked the horn. Didn't do anything. Bang, bang, bang. They weren't even like, it wasn't like honk. It was just bang, bang, bang. The guy, I could tell he put in park because and the door opened. And
Oh.
at that point, I just doing one of these. Like, I didn't know who he was,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if he's going to come beat me up or something. So I'm just anything in my backseat. Anything, like to protect myself. But the look of me doing this, just this, he saw me doing it and goes, "Oh, you're going to get your gun? Fine, let's do this." I said, "No, I have no gun.
I have no
I have no
gun.
gun. I'm trying to protect myself with the stick."
But see that how
And he was going back in his car and grabbed his gun, came out and did one of these. "Shh, we can all play that here in Texas, guys." I was just sitting there going, and I'm trying to tell him, "I have no gun." But it escalated quickly.
He was your victim.
See? And it was just like, I was just trying to get around him. It
Yeah.
turned into almost a gunfight at the OK Corral downtown. And I didn't have a gun. I was going to be a gun and a stick fight.
But your mind is already protect. How I gotta protect myself.
Yeah. So am I supposed to sit there and just be like, "Yeah, come on and get me"?
And then you get shot, and that's it. Like that's.
I can't even protect myself in the act of even trying to get to something that I could do. Look like I was attacking.
Yeah,
So what do you do in that situation? It's just like, man, I don't know.
it's crazy right, how life takes you to those situations, and you're
no
like,
need for it.
there's no need
for
to.
it.
But that other person gonna do it because either he's having a bad day, he got fired, maybe he's getting divorced, he gets all his shit, and not you though. But he's gonna just that first person that I get in the road,
You
or
get it.
you gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
So
And
what I mean?
it's
So the
it-
lesson is don't be that person.
Yeah,
Don't be
and
that
it's
person.
crazy when I see it now because I'm like, we talk about the Matrix. I'm like, that's just part of my journey and my
Yes.
path that I was at that moment. That person, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Hey, it had to happen.
So
How can you stop it?
you can't. And I'll tell you right now, me and me
Yeah.
wrapping things up, and so everything we talk about here, the humanity, Houston especially, and how we can better ourselves here, but know who's in Houston, doing things in Houston, making movies, creating food, creating products to distribute to Houstonians. It's kind of funny that we're talking about all these things.
Yep.
And then she creates these things on camera
Mm-hmm.
to try to mirror society as closely as possible, so it becomes so real to you when you're watching it that it's like you don't even know you're watching a movie. Like, damn, this is it. This is it. That's the quality hallmarks of a good movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When you get
Yeah.
lost in that movie and you're just done, you're like, wow, I'm back to reality now. Like, that was amazing, because it's so on point to how humans are. I know movies that try to brush things past you and kind of insult you as a human being, going, humans don't do that. They don't make decisions like that. No one's laughing when they just got punched in the face, and that kind of thing. Unless you're psychotic, kind of, that could be the character. You never know.
You never know. You
but
never
that's what
know.
I'm kind of saying is that pay attention, Houston, because you got a lot going on in your backyard. You don't have to go very far. We're a major metropolis. Candy's here. She's a producer. Find her out. Can you tell us one more time where we can find all your work, and
Yes.
especially the one that's coming out, or the one that just came out?
Yeah, Rage is on Tubi, Roku for free. You can buy it on Amazon. It'll probably be on more platforms as time goes on.
It's on Fandango too.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. So stream that, and Elmore Vision at Elmore Vision is the Instagram for our company, and
Can they purchase it?
they can purchase it. Yes, we like for you to stream it, but purchase it.
It's in Prime too, so everybody pretty much has Prime. Just $7.99. Just buy it.
Yeah, you can buy it. We make more because every stream we make more. But if you want to purchase it with no commercials, go for it. You just don't get your break time to go get a snack or a shot of Blue Barrel tequila.
Either way, whatever you want to do, just support it. I mean, like I
Yes,
said, you're in
support
Houston,
us.
like
We
you
have
said.
Other movies, I will list them. 10 Reasons Why Men Cheat. That's on Peacock as well as the other platforms. Double Kill. Perk 30, one of my favorites. Everybody Hates Christmas, our Christmas movie that is probably my favorite movie we make. That isn't Christmas. It's not so focused on Christmas that you can't watch it any other time. And it's really smart how he names these movies. How to Get Away with Cheating, when How to Get Away with Murder was such a big show, and I was such a fan. That's what caught my eye when I was looking, and there was like, oh, we need extras for this movie. And I was like, I love that show. I want to be in this show. Everybody Hates Christmas. So when you're searching Everybody Hates Chris, Everybody Hates Christmas will come up. So that's easy to remember as well. And then we have Bars, The Undeserving. We have Complex with 2 X's, Tale of 2 X's. And then Rage. And now we're filming Gutter 2, which is the sequel to Gutter, which the movie Platinum, which is out as well, is the prequel to Gutter. So this is the 3rd in the series.
Wow. This is many multiple.
Yeah, that's
How
just
did
a
my
few of
character
them.
not get in there till this 3rd one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In the first one, in Gutter, Daniel Baldwin was in that one. So that's really cool. Got to be a bad guy with a gun.
And I got everything on the description, so go follow her. It's on her Instagram too.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, everything. So.
And
We're
any
excited.
questions or anything on the comments right there on YouTube, even if it's not for me, I just go, hey, Candy, somebody asked
Yeah,
this.
for sure.
I'll send it to. I always do that. If there's not for anybody, I've been having a lot of that on TikTok. A lot of people following on TikTok and answering
Awesome.
questions. So I'm like, and they're all from Houston. Like I said, I'm very thankful and grateful that you're supporting, H-Town Unplugged. And I mean, there's more things coming. And
Yeah, so you're going to
mean-
have Neil on here, I guess.
yeah.
He's another one of our producers who is on the music side, and he deals with the soundtrack and getting the cue sheets going and all the logistics for that. And
I'm having a cupcake guy at the end of June 30. I already have him set in the thing.
Nice.
Yeah, in the cakes that he does, he puts liquor.
oh,
So we need to have one. Give
so
him
I
a
need
blue
to
barrel
be
and make
here
one.
that day.
It's really good. I bought one for my mom once, and she was like, "Whoa, what is this?" I'm like, "This is good." It's like, yeah, he makes it. If he has bourbon, he puts bourbon. If it's whiskey, he makes it. Like it's his style.
Yeah, is it in the frosting or in the?
No, in the bread itself.
So I wonder when he cooks it if it takes away the alcohol.
And I don't know how he cooks it. I don't know, but I tried like multiple different ones.
Ooh, did you get buzzed?
You do get a little bit of a buzz, but the cake, it's good. Like you have to have that talent too. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna make a cake with
Yeah.
No, it's like how to make that.
That's cool.
And I've been knowing him for a while. Like maybe a few years ago, he invited me to an event that he was giving free things, and then I went, let me try. And when I tried that, I was like, oh, let me take some home.
I can't wait.
Because this is good. And I asked him, I've been trying to get him here, but he has a job too. So on the side, he's building up the business. He's like, I can do June the 30th. I'm like, oh, I'll put you already down for June the 30th. Still got a long time till June the 30th. But I'm like, it's somebody that is here. It's an H-Town building something. So have him in the platform.
For sure.
Because when he grows bigger, like I said, we can have him being like special cake, Blue Barrel with a cake with Blue Barrel.
Oh yeah, and with a little blue top icing would be so cute.
Maybe I should do that before he comes. Hey, see him and give him a bottle and do it. So when we do it June 30,
There we
he's
go.
like, hey, it's Blue Barrel cake. It's a good idea. See,
There you go.
I didn't thought about that until right now at the moment. Because we're living in the Matrix, remember?
That's right.
You're all just projections of my subconscious.
Yes. But any last words that you want to say? Any if there's motivation or something that you just
Yeah,
wanna...
like I said, we need extras. So we're filling in scenes. You just want to be, or you know someone who's always wanted to get into acting or just be on set. You know, sometimes it's long on set. You have to sit there and wait while we set up, but you get to be in the nitty gritty and meet other people who are trying to be extras and try to get into the industry. tinyurl.com/gutter2extras. GUTTER, the number 2 extras.
All right. Anything else for you, Aaron? You want to say?
Just everyone take it easy out there.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, no, thank you. And guys, thank you for being once again at H-Town Unplugged. And again, this is just the beginning. It's the last month of May, and we got candy. And I mean, just pay attention, guys. Everything that we put in the stories and stuff, we just keep on building it. And we keep on building with Blueberry Tequila. We're going to take another shot. It's so good. But I think it hit me because I haven't ate. But thank you very, very much, guys. And much love. And you're going to keep on seeing a lot more cool stuff. People that, you know, oh shit, there's a guy coming in June. The one that I told you last time. Gotta buy those tickets so we can go.
Oh yes,
yes, he's coming in June.
back?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
coming in June to the Improv, and then we can have him here and give him.
We still need to sit down and go over the future guests.
Yes.
and this list of special people and stuff.
And now it's, hey, there's no more playing around.
Do you want to talk about the premiere on Thursday? Featuring Blue Barrel?
Oh yeah, good thing I don't have anything
I was
going
wondering
on.
if that-
Yes, we got the premiere on Thursday, and good thing I made time because Giovanni's calling and said they want you there because you like to talk and stuff like that. And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be there. I don't have anything Thursday, so I'm excited about it. It's gonna be in City Center, so they're doing a premiere movie showing around Houston and stuff. That's pretty amazing. I mean, a lot of soccer players are gonna be there. Mr. Brian, what's his name? The owner of Pitch 25. I forgot. Brian Shing, I think. A lot of other people that play soccer that used to play for Dynamo, they're gonna be there, and a lot more that we don't know. It's a VIP thing, so I'm excited about that. We kind of meet a lot of new people there for Blueberry Tequila, maybe other people that we just connect and bring them back to the show as well. And like I said, it's gonna be a good fun time.
Yeah, and Blue Barrel is in the movie.
And Blue
as
Barrel's
well.
in the movie, yeah.
There will be giveaways.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna do giveaways?
Yep.
Yeah, see, I knew it was Thursday because I've been posting it too, and I've been sharing it, and I forgot her name, but she's been sharing it too. And then I created, like, I don't know if you saw a little movie too.
I did. It was really cute.
Yeah, Giovanni's like, how the hell? I was like, man, it takes time, bro. It takes time. And I asked the agent, I said, hey, if I create another little movie like that, can I add Aaron, myself, Candy, like in caricature?
Yeah.
And my agent said, yeah, we can do that and have a Bentley. I'm like, I was excited. I was like, next time I'm going to create caricature, a little movie where we're coming out with the Blueberry Tequila. Because that's what we're building, H-Town Unplugged with the same caricature with the Blueberry Tequila. We're setting apart so now people come to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's called Unstoppable Spirit. It's on Eventbrite.
There we go.
Unstoppable Spirit on Eventbrite.
So we got a couple of
Thursday
days. I'm gonna keep on sharing it to Thursday morning, and then the last over tickets, go get it, and it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you once again.
Cheers.
Shout out Blueberry Tequila, and y'all have, like Aaron said, enjoy your day today, man. You only have this today. Be your better version today. Amen.
Can't promise tomorrow.
Yep.
For sure.
Let's
Cheers.
go.
All right.